span of 5 years, I think I went to like 950 plus Asian massage places, getting happy endings.
This man is currently going viral for a video that he did admitting to cheating on his wife 5 of the 10 years they were married and going to massage parlors 950 times.
You have been married for 10 years and you cheated on your wife, or you've been cheating on her for the past 5 years. And that one does not mean that he has not cheated on her within the first 5 years, but this 5 years was very intense. She forgave you, and you have the audacity to open a TikTok page and start telling people how you were cheating on your wife, how the whole cheating started, how you got away with the cheating, and all of that. See, these men, they are born to humiliate you. If you feel like you can forgive them for cheating and you feel like, okay, they will embarrass you outside, because I don't understand why you're making a video telling people how you got away with cheating, how you've been cheating. In fact, it was giving details. He had a lot of videos on how he was cheating on his wife and he got away with it.
5 years, I think I went to like 950 plus Asian massage places, getting happy endings. When I first started to officially cheat, right, it did not start off with me like sleeping around and stuff like that. It started off with me getting like sexual favors. I gave her $40. She gave me a hand job. And from that moment on, I was literally hooked. Like I was disgusted with myself. My self-esteem got lower. I was literally destroying my wife's self-esteem, destroying my self-esteem. And it felt like I could not stop. There was times where I would get off the table after an Asian massage parlor experience, and I would literally be fully unclothed on the ground crying. Like, I'm talking about, I was so emotionally broken, completely broken. A lot of times men, we feed our sexual desires for years. I'm talking about 4 years. And we don't understand that giving the devil that foothold into our lives, it is literally a foothold into our marriages. But we have held hands with this demonic spirit for so long that it does not leave when you get married. It stays. It is like, oh yeah, no. We're going to have our way with you still. And it pulls you.
I saw this guy's video floating around because a lot of women had stitched it and they were not very happy with him because he's outing the fact that he cheated on his wife. It started with the, happy ending parlors. And a lot of people are just like, so your wife forgive you and you just gonna come out and talk about what happened and all of this thing. It's like he's shunning his wife. Well, how do we know that his wife is not okay with him creating these videos? How do we know that his wife is not okay with him giving his testimony and creating a platform out of it? He's not the first man to do it. I mean, Steve Harvey's been married 3 times. LaTerrence Whitfield has been divorced for his wife, and he was cheating and continuously fornicating after he had a divorce, and now he's married again. And there are plenty of people who listen to his podcast. There are a number of men who are doing or have done exactly what this young man has done. Look at Derek Jackson, millions of followers. And even after women discovered that he cheated on his wife, they still continue to follow him. We cannot fake rage bait over somebody else's testimony. Let this young man say what he has to say, and then you can eat the meat and throw away the bones or not eat the meat at all. But I believe by the clips that I have seen that he is trying to make women aware of why men cheat and what goes on in their psyche. You either want to know or you don't want to know. And if you don't want to know, then don't listen to him. Keep scrolling when you see him. But one thing we have to learn as women is that we do not have all the answers. We do not understand men just like men don't understand us. But if a man is trying to help you understand a man, you all need to listen and stop being so quick to speak.
Span of 5 years, I think I went to like 950 plus Asian massage places, getting happy endings.
This man is currently going viral for a video that he did admitting to cheating on his wife 5 of the 10 years they were married and going to massage parlors 950 times. This man says he spent $40 to $50 each time. So we're talking about tens of thousands of dollars that he took out of his family's household for his own personal pleasure. Some of these men, when they admit to cheating, it always sounds like they're bragging about it. None of these confessions are to help anybody but himself. He built an entire platform supposedly trying to help men or give men dating advice. Why did your wife's private pain have to be exposed for public consumption? This was none of our business. But you're making it a business, a dating coaching business. To use your own wife's pain for profit and to build a platform? The thing about it is you were reckless then, but you're still reckless now. The danger that you put her in, not just physically, but emotionally, financially, socially. And the way that you atone for the pain that you caused her is not to put her business out here. You weren't protecting her then, and you're not protecting her now. And as her husband, that is your job. Everything else is secondary. You building a platform, you being a TikToker, you starting a dating coaching business, all of that should be secondary to you protecting your wife.
When I first started to officially cheat, right, it did not start off with me sleeping around and stuff like that. It started off with me getting sexual favors. Right? And it was like a old lady, like a real old lady. It put my guards all the way down, and I went in pretty much, take off your clothes, take this off, lay flat, got a massage, everything was good. Then she told me turn around, and then when I turned around, she said, I'm like, what do you mean? She was like, $40, baby, $40.
I mean, it wasn't enough that this guy cheated for 5 years. Imagine on their anniversary. Yes, he made that video on their anniversary, by the way. On their anniversary, he came on TikTok to narrate stories about how he cheated on his wife. How it all started at a massage parlor, an Asian massage parlor, and how he became addicted, and it just went on and on and on and on. One thing I will always say is this: if you as a woman, if you decide that cheating is not a deal breaker for you, then be ready to experience occasional humiliation, occasional staining of white, okay, from your husband. Because why is that man on TikTok telling us his business unprovoked? Why is he telling us a story nobody asked him? Coming on TikTok to tell us that you've been married for 10 years and 5 years out of that 10 years, you cheated on your wife.
How people have gambling problems. I had a problem when it came to Asian massage parlors.
So him and his wife were together for 10 years. 5 of the years he was cheating, and before those 5 years he was cheating, he cheated before and she forgave him and took him back. Moral of the story, don't take them back, obviously. And then he felt comfortable to get on TikTok and tell us how his cheating went. And now he's in the comments saying that he's reassuring his wife. And then you try to throw God into it. Okay.
I first started to officially cheat, right, it did not start off with me sleeping around and stuff like that. It started off with me getting sexual favors. So anybody who's familiar with Rush Hour Chris Tucker, when he went to the he was like, I'm going to the Asian massage parlor, and then he went into the place and it was a bunch of beautiful Chinese women that he could.
This is just beyond diabolical, right? Because after his wife forgave him for cheating for the 5 years, whatever, right? This man made an entire TikTok page dedicated to explaining step by step how he did it, how he cheated on her, and how he got away with it. He went to 950, y'all hear me? Different sessions. Do the math. And he said he paid $40 to $50 each session. Think about how much money that rounds up to. All in the name of cheating. He got addicted to cheating on his wife, to happy endings, and then gets on TikTok and tells a story to millions of people. He's not a real person.
Told me turn around, and then when I turned around, she said,
Yo, this is really making me think, oh my god, oh my god. I remember one of my ex's relatives told us about a massage place, but they warned us that it could be a happy ending place, because I think they heard another couple that got into an argument because the woman turned and saw that her man was getting a happy ending and she was mad or something like that, right? And we were like, okay, but we still went because it was supposed to be super cheap or whatever, right? So we went, and I remember we got the massage or whatever, and afterwards we went to go pay, and the price was ridiculous, or not super ridiculous, but they were wanting a really big tip or whatever afterwards, And I remember him being like, no, don't pay that. Like, that's too much. Da, 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 da. And he was like really upset. And I was like, whatever, I'll just pay it. Like, whatever, because I didn't want to cause a scene. And I was like, whatever, it's fine. Like, I'll just pay for it. But he was so upset. And I could have sworn the person that he had gotten a massage from was a woman. But we were talking about the massages we had gotten later on, like way later on at a different time. We were talking about it. And he was like, no, I've only ever gotten massages from men. And I was like, but I could have sworn I remembered a woman doing it, right? And now I'm putting two and two together. I'm starting to think, maybe he got a happy ending and that's why the price was like, I don't know, maybe I'm just super traumatized or something, but like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, like maybe that's what it was, or maybe that's why he was so mad, bro. Like,
I have legitimately saved so many videos to talk about. I just have not gotten around to talking about them, but we're gonna start tonight. Number one, and I'm gonna tag 2 videos in the description of this one, so go back and watch those videos if you are lost. Y'all know I'm always gonna lead you to water. I can't make you drink that shit, but I'm gonna lead you to it. So let's have a conversation about the guy who was married for 10 years, cheated for 5 because you think he was Chris Tucker out of Rush Hour. Now, I said earlier this week, it's been women claiming men who clearly don't want to be husbands. And here we are with a man reliving the embarrassment that he caused his wife. We're talking about thousands of dollars of embarrassment, years of embarrassment. And he's using this as a teaching moment for I don't know who, but if it's for you, let it be for you, Lord, because no, it could never be me. Let's say for shits and gigs, your marriage survives this bullshit, okay? Let's say that it does. Let's say that it does. And then he decides to get on here and embarrass you by telling everybody this shit, because it didn't need to be discussed, if you ask me. That's just me. It is not something that needed to be discussed. To me. Because me personally, one thing I don't like to be is embarrassed. Now, if we deal with this shit in private and we get past it, cool. The minute you bring this shit to the public and then force me to relive this tremendous amount of hurt, oh, you're done. If you wanted to die, just say that. Just say that. Because there's easier ways to go than this.
Men's bragging rights is to tell you how many women they slept with, how many women they had something to do with. And that is what he's doing in that video. In those videos he's making, he's bragging. I did all of this. I did so many things. I spent amount of money with a lot of women, a lot of times, and she still accepted me. She still forgave me. Do you know how one of the creators is saying that what if the woman is okay with it? Who is going to be okay with something like that? You're being humiliated in public. Everybody already knows your business. I feel like this is like extreme. Imagine if a woman cheated on her husband several times, and let's assume, because people say husband also forgive wives when they cheat, which I don't believe, but let's say it happens. And imagine after she has cheated on him with so many men, he forgave her, and she comes online to start teaching women or telling women, oh, when I was in so year and year, I slept with so men, but God touched my heart. Like, how would the husband feel? Like, how do people expect the husband to feel? This is exactly what's going on. How do you expect your wife to feel good about what you're doing? What is your aim in those videos? Are you teaching people how to cheat? Are you telling them different ways on how to cheat on their spouse? Are you encouraging it? Because you're giving in a lot of details, telling us how you go to it, how we all started. Started as an Asian spa, you get happy endings and all of that. You spend a lot of money. Aside from you telling us how you cheated on your wife, you're telling us how much you wasted. And at the end of the day, she forgave you. She forgave you so that you guys can start afresh. And now you're going on the internet to humiliate her. Like, this man will stain your white. In as much as you feel like, okay, they will still embarrass you one way or the other. I remember this story time we just finished, that this woman was saying that her husband was cheating on her since 17 years ago. They've been dating or they've been married for over 17 years. She's still having conversation on how they will get back together. Do you think somebody like this that is making a video like this is really going to change? Think about it. In my own opinion, is number one, is not remorseful. He doesn't feel like what he did was wrong. In fact, look at how he's analyzing the whole thing. It shows that his mind is still there. That's if he's not even going sneaking to do one or two with one or two. Somebody like that has not fully understand what he's doing. I feel like he's just at a point because okay, let me just be here because she already forgave me. Let me act right. At a point, he's going to go back to his old self. And this is what most of them do. The more you forgive, the more you forgive, the more you tolerate that kind of behavior from these people, the more they emulate you, the more they embarrass you in front of everybody. Unless you're okay with it. But I just feel like it doesn't make sense to settle down for someone that will treat you this way continuously. Especially someone that is not seeing the things, not seeing anything wrong with what he's doing. Because him opening a full TikTok page and saying all of this doesn't make sense. It doesn't need anybody to tell him that this doesn't make sense. But he's doing it to teach you to like why to make income off this man. You guys, what is your take on this video? Let me know your thoughts about this video down in the comment section, respectfully. As always, your girl Mary David, and thank you so much for tuning in today's video. I hope you enjoyed this one. Please like and share and subscribe. I'll see you on my next one, you guys. Bye.